Ladies and gents and the rest, today we have Season 8 preview. Let's take a look at what it is going to be, what awaits us, and try to be excited about it. Okay, number one, Dryad, we all know, it's pretty much the leak of what we already saw. That's exactly what it's going to be. Maybe we'll find a little bit of more details. Dryad, 2 emotes, Sappers finally, after almost a year of waiting. We got Sappers. And the Scholomance. Let's take a look at Dryad. Dryad is a 4 gold Cenarian unit. Um, this is the first fast range unit that I know in Warcraft Rumble. So she moves like Prowler, but she's a range unit. So what she does is Javelin. That's how she attacks things. It's a physical attack, ranged physical attack. She applies poison and she applies roots. Now, I don't know if she applies roots every hit or only the first hit. I believe it's every hit because it doesn't say that it's not, right? It damaging the enemy, rooting them, and applying poison. However, root's duration is 2 seconds. We'll get to the stats. So yeah, every time she hits something, she roots it. And if does that mean that, for example, things like Prowler won't be able to kill her if it's one-on-one? We have to see. But that is very interesting. Talents. Barrage favor new targets when possible. Targets the highest health mini. So it behaves kind of like second head of Chimera, the Chain Lightning head, I believe. Or maybe the other one. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it does attack different targets, which can be actually very interesting. We'll have to test it. Probably going to be one of the best units for Dragon Towers that are going away almost as soon as this mini shows up in the grid, like in the game. Perfect timing, eh? Thorns. Gain thorns on kill, dealing damage back to melee attacker stacks 10 times. So, in other words, if you keep rooting and attacking the target, but that target still, manage to get to you, if you already have some stacks, you might kill it. Like you will do extra damage to this target, right? So that's the idea, I believe. We'll have to test it. This is the one that I really like. Nature's Swiftness. Um, excuse me, let's check in the sound. Nature's Swiftness. Grant rapid movement speed to an ally. Ability has 1 charge. So the way I understand it, it gives a fast trade to a target if it's not fast already. So I would like to test that. If you give this trait to a gargoyle, but the gargoyle already has we use a gargoyle with the extra movement speed. Will that movement speed stack with this talent? Does that mean that the gargoyle is going to be fast plus 30%? And if we put it into Sylvanas deck, it's going to run like a hogger with the maximum stacks, We'll have to see. We'll have to test it. We're going to test it on the very first day on stream as soon as it comes out. All right. So these are the stats of the Dryad. Deploy costs 4, so super pooper expensive for a ring. Super pooper expensive. What the hell am I talking about? Just normal. Movement speed fast, range 8. So range 8, it's like what? Kind of like Pyromancers. Pretty. That's exactly what I expected. Not as long as Meat Wagons, unfortunately. Barrage at 222. Okay, does 12 physical damage per stack, capping at 120 for a max stacks. So if it attacks with 175, well, you're probably not gonna get. So the maximum it can do, it's like 2/3 of your auto attack. 120 versus 175. In other words, like I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get 10 stacks ever, unless it has to be killed near Dryad to try 2 units that are already fast. So if you use like Prowler and you throw, you deploy Dryad, Prowler will not take this charge, right? Exactly the way that other similar talents work, right? Resistant from Fury Dragon and armor from Shaman. Scholomance, I read it. it doesn't have any information for us. It's just you know, same thing. One more new dungeon. The bosses are from, I believe, from the original World of Warcraft Scholomance, so there's nothing to say. You can pause it and read it. Like, I don't, there is not no valuable information here. And the last thing, yeah, that's it, guys. Dryad, Scholomance, and these two things. New grid in-game shop upgrades. Rare Ormatic and Tinker's Gem. So instead of reading this, let's just take a look at the video and see what they do. All right. So this is Rare Aromatic. We'll put it here like this. No, let's just let me skip that. It turns everything on the same column in a row uh, into a blue deal. But as soon as you buy this one deal, this thing disappears, and that's it. So you can only buy one blue deal out of it. That's it. And the same thing with gems, I believe. Yeah, you put a gem into empty slot, and this is how it works. So in other words, you have to actually, let's keep it rolling. You have to position this thing certain way, and then, you know, throw this gem or this second device into that. And I believe you can cancel that. Let me skip that. 222. Okay, yeah, like this. So here's the button. You can cancel it and remove it from here. So it's not going to be consumed until you actually buy some of this, the blue deal. And same thing with the gem experience, with the gem. And also what I would like to take a look at here. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. For some reason, it's this weird number, 16,225. But maybe it's because it's in development. We're going to have some plain numbers, right? Like 20K, 15K, 5K. I don't know. So I guess, and I think they're going to be displayed in our currency tab. And in the patch notes, like all of that is cosmetic stuff, except we only have one non-cosmetic stuff right here. Valor upgrades and rerolls will now display all possible options instead of just 3. What does that mean? That means that I have a game open already. Let's say I want to change the trait on this slot. I only have 3 options, right? But we all know that we have more options, but we're not going to see them until we actually take one of these here. So you will be able to see all of them now, and you will not have to waste Arclight energy looking for the option that you need, knowing that it's here, but not seeing it. That's the change. That's the only change that is worth mentioning. What can I tell you, ladies and gents? This is an absolutely garbage update. It's just, I don't know what they want us to do every season, but no PvP changes, no reworks. Kind of sick of that. I don't even have enough toxicity right now to, like, just say something you haven't heard. That's all.